just a heads up with this one, I'll be using some language which might sound a bit racially charged. I don't like using that sort of language, but I'm doing it to illustrate a point, as this video will make clear. Because there's been a bit of a war going on Twitter. A young lady called, I think it's pronounced Keziah Daum, or Daum, 18-year-old American, white girl, went to her prom wearing a traditional Chinese dress. And a guy called Jeremy Lamb took offence at this, tweeting that my culture is not for your goddamn prom, or words to those effects. It's worth mentioning that Jeremy Lamb is an American. His family came from China, but he's born and bred in the USA. And this has led to some very abusive tweets going to this young lady because she wore a dress. Now let's get this in fucking context. She's 18 years old, so she probably knows fuck all about anything anyway. And she's bought a dress because it looks pretty. I doubt that on that dress it said, if you are not Chinese, wearing this will make you a racist. If she'd gone to the prom blacked up, yes, that's fucking racist, we all know that, but it isn't, it's just what she chose to wear. And I was wondering, why is it so many people are getting away with giving her all this abuse? And it's obvious, it's because they can. Sadly, if you're a white person and you do anything which might offend a non-white person, by accident, you are in the wrong. Now, I'm a white male, so apparently I have white male privilege. I've fucking looked everywhere for it, I can't find mine. But can you imagine the utter shitstorm that would happen if white people started doing this? Because this guy Jeremy Lamb, he's just a dickhead. Read through his Twitter profile, he's basically a fucking racist. But because he's being racist to a white girl, no one gives a shit about it. But what if myself, a white male of European descent, decided that anyone using anything from my culture is racially offensive to me? So for a start, the English language, I'm English, if you're not English and you speak my language, that is offending me from my culture, you fucking racist. And if you're watching this now on your mobile phone, well, the mobile phone was invented by an American chap called Martin Cooper, who's white, and of course white Americans originally came from Europe, so anyone who isn't white, off your mobile phones. And if you're using a computer, of course the first recognisable computer was the difference engine, built by Charles Babbage, a white British engineer, and then the more modern computer by Alan Turing, who was white and British. Oh, and the internet itself, that was invented by a man called Timothy Berners-Lee, who's a white British man, so you can't use the internet. If you like driving like I do, well, the car was invented by Carl Benz, who was a white European male. So if you're not white and European, you can't have a car anymore. It's part of my fucking culture. Do you use trains? That was George Stephenson invented that, who's a white British man. So no, you can't use trains anymore. If you do, then you're being racist. Of course though, that's bollocks. All cultures borrow from each other. Fucking hell, here's one. How many people have got Chinese characters as tattoos? Are they all fucking racist? Have they got to have them lasered off to keep Jeremy fucking Lamb happy? Different cultures all borrow from each other. That's how the world works. But the brilliant part of this story is the young lady Keziah, she's now getting lots of support from the Chinese, because no one fucking thought to ask them, did they? The people who are meant to be offended, no one went, excuse me, or you millions of people, billions in China, has this upset you? And she's got loads of support, including from the Chinese fucking government. They think it's wonderful that a white girl is wearing a Chinese dress and celebrating their culture. So let's all get on better, and just bear in mind, if you judge someone by their skin colour, no matter what colour that skin is, you are a fucking racist.